Have you ever been alone in your home and felt like someone was watching you? What if I told you there are people out there who see dark figures lurking just at the edge of their sight, only to disappear when they turn to look? This is the real story of Mark Henson, a man who claims to have seen these shadow people, and what he saw may haunt you long after this video ends. Mark was a single father, raising his young daughter, Ella, in a quiet suburban home. Everything seemed normal until one evening. Ella came into his room claiming a dark man was standing in the hallway outside her bedroom. Mark brushed it off as a nightmare, comforting her and putting her back to bed. Days passed without incident, until one night when Mark himself felt a strange presence. As he turned to walk down the hallway, he noticed a dark silhouette in the corner of his eye. It was the shape of a man, standing still just outside of Ella's room. Mark quickly turned his head to look directly at it, but there was nothing there. But when he looked away, there it was again, a tall, dark figure, always just beyond his sight. Mark noticed Ella began drawing disturbing images of the shadowy figure. One particular drawing showed the dark man standing in her room, with an outstretched hand reaching toward her bed. When Mark asked Ella about it, she said that the shadow man had told her not to tell anyone about him. Mark was shaken, but still tried to explain it away as a bad dream or an overactive imagination. One night, Mark stayed up late watching TV. He dozed off on the couch but was jolted awake by a loud creak near the hallway. There, standing in the doorway, was the shadow figure, darker than the shadows around it, as if it were absorbing the light. Mark was frozen, heart pounding, as he watched the figure slowly move closer, gliding silently toward him. Suddenly, it vanished into thin air as if it had never been there. After that night, the figure appeared more often, always watching, always hovering near Ella's room. Mark decided to try something drastic. He placed a camera in the hallway, hoping to catch evidence. He played the recording the next morning and his blood ran cold. The footage showed a dark silhouette standing in the doorway to Ella's room, just staring. Then, at around 3:33 a.m., it moved, passing right by the camera and into Ella's room. Terrified, Mark sought help from a paranormal investigator. They performed a cleansing ritual, filling the house with protective herbs and chants. The dark figure hasn't been seen since, but Mark still has the camera footage. Every once in a while, he catches a glimpse in his peripheral vision, a dark shape, just watching, waiting. Could this be a case of real paranormal activity, or was it just a trick of the mind? If you've ever seen a shadowy figure at the edge of your vision, you might not be alone. Want more bone-chilling stories? Hit subscribe and let us know your own experiences in the comments below. Who knows? Maybe your story will be our next investigation.